The ODIN is well known as a noob gun, but it isn't just a meme. In the right hands, it's a machine of pure destruction. By the end of this video, you will learn tips and tricks, wallbangs, agent synergies, and everything else you need to know to become a pro at using this absolutely broken weapon. In case you don't know me, I'm an immortal brimstone one-trick, and the ODIN, that's my baby. I've been playing ODIN only since I was Ascendant, and I've used it to climb my way to my current rank of Immortal 2. I have plenty of experience using this gun, so I hope I can teach you guys a thing or two in this video. Let's start with the basics. The ODIN costs 3,200 credits, sitting between a Phantom and an Operator in price. It has one of the highest DPS values in the game, and when used correctly, it can shred through both cover and armor faster than any other rifle. The ODIN is basically a portable turret. It's loud, heavy, and terrifying when used right. Its main weaknesses are mobility and wind-up time, but don't worry, I'll cover how to counter this later in the video. When using the ODIN, you've probably also noticed that in a straight up gunfight, you're prone to lose a fair 1v1 against a weapon like a Phantom or a Vandal. So what can you do to win your gunfights and avoid getting one-tapped? The first tip I will cover is about movement. As you know, VALORANT is a game where you typically want to stand still while shooting to ensure that your gun has full accuracy. This fact does not really apply to the ODIN. With the ODIN, there are multiple ways to use movement to your advantage. Since counter-strafing is not really an option for this gun, I tend to use other strategies to help me become a harder target to hit. At close range, meaning between 1 and about 8 meters, you often want to go with the full run and gun experience. The ODIN puts out enough bullets in a second that enough bullets will still hit your target. And did I mention that the ODIN has 100 bullets in the mag? If you paid for 100 bullets, use 100 bullets. At medium range, meaning between 8 and 25 meters, I suggest you try what I call the crab walk. Crouching while moving left or right makes you a harder target to hit, and the gun is still fairly accurate, as you can see. Even at longer range, this strategy can be useful. At long range, meaning anything above 25 meters, you mainly want to use the aim down sight function while sitting still crouching. Keep in mind that the ODIN really excels at low to mid-range fights, so I would try to avoid anything super long range. In this clip, you can see an example of how I use all three strategies in a single fight. Aim down sight for the chamber, I crab walk the race, and then I run and gun the Reyna. Let's talk about peeking. Since the ODIN is a fairly slow weapon, you want to try to avoid peeking an enemy. But since you don't always have a choice, here are a few tips on how you can make your peeks more successful. If you have to peek, do it smartly. Jump peeking can be a great way to catch the enemies off guard, especially at longer ranges. Here, you want to jump while ADSing mid-air, so you're ready to instantly spray the moment you hit the ground. If you think the enemy is playing close to a corner, start by spamming through the wall while moving side to side. The ODIN's penetration will either tag them or force them off their angle, giving you control without actually taking a fair duel. For the third tip, I will quickly cover off angles. An off angle is an unexpected or uncommon angle, one that's not where players typically aim or pre-aim when clearing an area. Like I mentioned before, when using the ODIN, you're at a disadvantage in a straight up duel. So it's very important that you get the first shot. It's also very hard to trade an ODIN user. After killing the first player peeking you, just keep spraying, so you can fully utilize the fire rate ramp up. This way, it will be almost impossible for the second player to push and trade you. Let's talk about where you should actually be spraying with the ODIN, because not every wall or lane is worth holding mouse 1 for. The ODIN shines in long, narrow lanes and common choke points. Anywhere where enemies are forced to walk in a line or group up. Spots like Haven C long or Ascent A or B main are great choke points to let your gun rip. In this clip, you can see me use this tip to its fullest. When rushing C, the enemies will have to walk in a long, narrow lane in order to get to sight. This is perfect for an ODIN spray down. Remember, spraying isn't about luck, it's about prediction and timing. If you hear footsteps, utility, or even a reload sound? Trust your instincts and hold mouse 1. Wallbangs are one of the most essential parts of the ODIN. The ODIN's true power lies in its penetration. It's one of the few guns that can shred through thick cover. For this part, I highly recommend you watch my wallbang lineup video. Now let's talk about agents. Obviously, certain agents are better at utilizing the ODIN to its full potential. Its high wallbang penetration makes agents like Fade or Sova the perfect user of this weapon. Just send a reveal on the other side of a wall or a smoke and let the bullets rain. Cypher is also a great agent to use if you want max value from the ODIN. With his camera and tripwires, you can get easy spam kills through walls or smokes. Any agent with a combat stim like KO in ult, Reyna in ult, or Brimstone with a stim beacon are also great ODIN users. The ODIN isn't just useful on defense. Imagine you're in a post-plant situation and the enemy smoke the bomb to defuse. Would it not be great to just release 100 bullets into that smoke? On attack, the ODIN shines in a post-plant situation. Once the spike is down, back up and play to kill the diffuser. One of the best parts about using the ODIN is the mental game. This gun tilts people. When enemies hear the sound of you revving your literal cannon every round, they start playing scared. Use that. Spam a wall early in the round just to make noise. You'll make them waste utility or delay their push. The ODIN isn't just a weapon, it's a psychological tool. Once people start fearing you, you've already won. If you want to get better with the ODIN fast, consider spending some time in the range. Practice controlling the recoil by dragging your crosshair down and slightly left. Spray for 30 to 40 bullets, reset and repeat. Then test your wallbang angles in custom games. Shoot at common spots to see which ones the bullets go through. Knowing exactly where you can spam makes the difference between random sprays and clean multi-kills. So, to sum things up, use movement, pick smart fights, play unexpected off angles, abuse tight choke points, learn wallbangs, practice recoil control, and of course, never be afraid to use your bullets. You have 300 of them. If you enjoyed that video, watch this next one, and also don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.